Yeah, so this is about the time scope and rolling up in DQL as a format shown in slides. Start and end define the time window. The follow is the interval group data into buckets like 5 minutes. So as a example show, it means from last 1 hour to the last 5 minutes and aggregate it into 5 minutes bucket. The next is a roll up. Roll up changes how we handle the data before we aggregate. Um, for counter metrics, row value only go up, and some simple sum and or average can be misleading, right? So using roll up converts the counter into a pre-secondary first, and then we aggregate. So this is why the solution chart is flat and correct. So uh, use time scope to control windows and the resolution, and use roll up like a rate to get correct milling for counter. Yeah, so next is shows how filter works in where crews. It's how we narrow down row telemetry rows before we aggregate or visualize anything. So, for example, selecting only hosts that matching start with a web to include the web servers and exclude the database, or can set up operations like in or not in, which are great for clean allow list and block list, such as keeping um, only stator code with 200 or 300, etc., or excluding noise log level like debug. So please note, where clues here just filter raw data rows while having aggregate uh, filter aggregate result after grouping. So they belong at a different stage of the query pipeline. We talk about having filter in the next slide. So this explains grouping and post aggregation filtering in DQL. First, by split data into groups, like by a host or by service. Each group become a bucket, and then we can calculate an aggregation for each bucket, like average CPU usage. So host A may be 14%, host B 85%, and host C 18%. And then we can using having filters after the aggregation. So for example, by using having groups keep only groups where the average is above 16. So in this example, only host B remains. So just B, remember where filters raw data first, and having filters the grouped result after we compute the number. And next is about the two kind of shooting in DQL. The first is the inner shoot, which is ordered by. It shoots items inside one bucket, like points inside one host. And for example, we order by time descent limit 5 means show the latest 5 points of this host. This is helpful when you want to show train or the most recent data. The second is outer show, which is S ordered by. It shoots the buckets themselves, like shooting hosts after we grouped by host. So for example, S ordered by average usage descent S limit 10 means show the top 10 hosts by average CPU usage. Yeah, we can even use the subqueries and the dynamic filtering in DQL. So we have two parts. In this example, the first is the inner query. It's run on object like the hosts. For example, we query hosts where provider is AWS and return a list of the host name. The second is a order query. It's run on metrics like CPU usage. In the matrix query, we use host in to keep only the host from the inner result. And then we can aggregate, for example, average usage and group by the host and the last 1 hour. Yeah. So let's just quickly go through the syntax for the DQL query. Then we can do some, the next is we will show some scenarios in the real world how to use the DQL. So the first one, as you can see, is infrastructure monitoring. Our goal is to find the top 3 high CPU usage servers. Um, from the query structure, and you can see it's a start from the M, which means we will query metrics, and the follow is a CPU, which is a data set. So we want to search for CPU data set and find out the usage top, right? And we give the alias name, which is CPU usage, and the query give the time window, which is we will just query in 5 minutes data and grow by the host. And then we will have the S order by CPU usage to just show the top 3 and the hosts. So let me quickly run this DQL query in a real environment to see how it looks like. So we copy this query and we will find out. So we can run the query simply from here and pass the link. So let's see without S order by. So we execute the query. So it's return as the result, right? And then we want to find out the top 3, the host with most CPU usage. Then we give the S order by CPU usage and the limit to return 3, 1. Okay, so this is the result. So the query give us the 3 most host user CPU is very high.